Today, we're diving into a fantastic romantic film, 200 Pounds Beauty, 2006. It's a heartfelt story about a girl with big dreams and an even bigger heart. What happens when a plus-sized girl falls for a charming, handsome man? To win his love, she decides to undergo a dramatic transformation through plastic surgery. But will her new look be enough to capture his heart? Let's find out together. The movie opens with Hannah, a girl who regularly visits a fortune teller. Every week, she shows the fortune teller a photo of a handsome man and asks, "Will I ever be able to win his heart?" The fortune teller looks at her with pity and firmly says, "It's impossible." Despite hearing the same answer repeatedly, Hannah keeps returning, clinging to a sliver of hope. Hannah clumsily causes an accident in the fortune teller's office. Ink spills on the fortune teller's face, and a decorative statue is broken. Furious, the fortune teller snaps, "Is there anything you can do right?" Hannah, humiliated, leaves in tears. Hannah may be overweight and overlooked in life, but she has one incredible gift, her voice. She sings beautifully, her melodious voice capable of touching hearts. However, her reality is harsh. Because of her appearance, she's forced to be a ghost singer, a hidden talent behind the fame of a glamorous but talentless pop star, Amy. While Amy takes the spotlight, Hannah provides the vocals, unseen and unappreciated. Hannah secretly loves Sang-jun, the charming son of the music company's owner. During a live concert, Hannah sings backstage while Amy performs on stage. But as Hannah watches Sang-jun on a screen, her feelings overwhelm her, and she starts dancing backstage. Her weight causes the floor to collapse, abruptly halting the music. Amy panics, but Hannah manages to regain control, saving the concert. After the performance, Sang-jun thanks Hannah personally, praising her for her contribution. Hannah is overjoyed, but Amy is furious. She resents Hannah, as Sang-jun's kindness towards her stirs jealousy. Later, Hannah confides in her best friend, Jung-min, a street magician. Hannah shares her belief that Sang-jun might like her, but Jung-min dismisses her hopes, saying, "You're imagining things. Sang-jun is just being polite." Jung-min then gives Hannah a harsh reality check, explaining how society categorizes women by appearance, and how Hannah, unfortunately, doesn't fit the conventional ideals. Hurt but determined, Hannah recalls a painful memory of a man who pretended to love her, only to sell her weight loss pills. This betrayal fuels her resolve. She decides to lose weight at all costs, even starving herself. However, her extreme dieting leads to a health crisis, and she collapses. At the hospital, her size makes it difficult for the staff to transport her, causing her more humiliation. Realizing that dieting alone won't help, Hannah makes a drastic decision. She decides to undergo a complete transformation. She even gets a mystical tattoo, believing it will bring her luck and fulfill her dreams. Back at the studio, Sang-jun encourages Hannah after a rehearsal, praising her exceptional talent. His kind words melt her heart, and she falls deeper in love. He even invites her to his birthday party, further raising her hopes. At the hospital, Hannah visits her ailing father, dancing for him to lift his spirits. Meanwhile, Sang-jun smiles to himself as he thinks of Hannah, though he can't quite pinpoint what he admires about her. The next day, a package arrives for Hannah. Inside is a stunning red dress, with a note saying it's a gift from Sang-jun. Hannah is thrilled and wears the dress to the party, only to realize it's too tight, making her appearance awkward. At the party, Hannah wore a coat over her dress to cover its unconventional design. However, the party was warm, and she decided to remove the coat. The moment she did, the guests turned to her, their eyes filled with ridicule at her attire. Feeling uncomfortable, Hannah approached Jan, hoping for some comfort. Instead, he questioned her choice of dress, asking, "Why are you wearing this?" Hannah, confused, replied, "You sent this dress to me for my..." It was then revealed that Jan hadn't sent the dress, it was Amy. Amy had sent the dress to humiliate Hannah in front of everyone. To add insult to injury, Amy wore a similar dress herself to highlight the difference and make Jan compare who looked better. Amy harbored jealousy toward Hannah, assuming Jan might have feelings for her. Hannah was heartbroken. Later, she overheard Jan and Amy talking in the bathroom. Jan's words cut deep. "Do you really think I could ever be attracted to someone like her? She's fat and unattractive. But Amy, What you did to her wasn't right either. Listening to this shattered Hannah's heart. Despite believing that Jan might secretly like her, his words revealed the truth. Devastated, Hannah decided to end her life. As she prepared for suicide, she recalled her conversations with a surgeon over the phone. This surgeon specialized in full-body transformations. Summoning her last bit of hope, Hannah went to the surgeon's clinic. Without revealing her identity, she explained her desire for surgery. The surgeon informed her of the immense cost and risks involved, including potential death. Hannah insisted, "I'm already dead inside. You can give me a new life." Desperate for the transformation, Hannah blackmailed the surgeon using recorded calls they had exchanged previously. Afraid of the consequences on his family, the surgeon reluctantly agreed. He explained that the process would take time and required Hannah to make difficult choices, like selecting features from photos of actresses. Hannah chose a customized look, and preparations for the surgery began. Before leaving for the clinic, Hannah sold all her belongings, knowing she'd spend months in the hospital. She also tearfully let her beloved dog go, her only companion, as there would be no one to care for it. The surgeries were grueling and took an entire year. Meanwhile, Amy struggled to perform without Hannah. Her shows were cancelled, and the music company was in disarray. They desperately searched for Hannah, but she had vanished. Finally, after months of recovery, Hannah was revealed with a new identity. She was now slim, stunningly beautiful, and unrecognizable. Looking in the mirror for the first time, Hannah cried tears of disbelief. Even the doctors were amazed by her transformation, remarking, "Your smile and tears are equally captivating now." Excited about her new look, Hannah tried on her old clothes and laughed when her entire body fit into just one leg of her previous pants. She stepped into the world with renewed confidence, buying her dream dress and walking down the streets like a model. Everyone stared in awe, but none could understand the emotional journey that had brought her here. Hannah saw Jan and Amy talking about a failed TV show they attempted to host. Without Hannah, their performances had been lackluster. Hannah followed Jan to the parking lot, hiding as she observed him. Just then, a delivery boy passing by on his bike was so mesmerized by Hannah's beauty that he had an accident. Rushing to help him, Hannah caught Jan's attention. Quickly wearing a helmet to disguise herself, she left before Jan could recognize her. However, he had heard her voice, sparking a sense of familiarity. Later, while driving joyfully, Hannah accidentally collided with another car. The owner called the police, and when asked for her driving license, Hannah presented it. The officers noticed the photo didn't match her current appearance. Suspicious, they refused to accept it and took her to the police station. Hannah wanted to prove that she had transformed from being overweight to slim. To do this, she called her friend Mimi. However, when Mimi arrived, she couldn't recognize Hannah and left. Desperate to prove her identity, Hannah showed Mimi a tattoo they had gotten together. Finally, she managed to avoid trouble with the police and moved forward with her plan. Later, Hannah and Mimi went to a restaurant where Hannah revealed her desire to rejoin the music company. She explained that it would allow her to see Jun again. Encouraged by her friend, they went to the studio where auditions were being held to find a new singer who could revive the company's lost glory. The music company was struggling because they had no standout singers, and their shows were failing. Hannah decided to participate in the audition under a new identity. She introduced herself as Jenny, a Korean American, to hide her true self. When Jenny performed, everyone was impressed, thrilled to have found a singer they believed could bring back their success. However, someone in the room grew suspicious and confronted her, saying, "I know who you are." Hannah panicked and tearfully confessed, "Please forgive me. I never intended to deceive anyone." At that moment, Jun stepped in and asked, "What's wrong with you? Aren't you the same girl I saw in the parking lot? I recognized your voice." Hearing this, Hannah realized Jun hadn't figured out her true identity yet. She quickly diverted the conversation, claiming, "I've always wanted to be a singer." Jun's brother suggested that Jenny replace Amy in their team, pointing out Jenny's beauty and singing talent, which made her an ideal choice for the stage. The company struck a deal with Jenny, and soon her photo shoots appeared in newspapers. The surgeon who performed Hannah's cosmetic surgery saw Jenny in the papers and felt relieved, thinking he would finally get paid for his work. Meanwhile, Amy was furious about Jenny's sudden rise. She demanded that her father find Hannah, threatening that her career would be ruined otherwise. Frustrated, Amy yelled, "I want to be a famous singer again." Her father, however, calmly reminded her that everything is in God's hands and that people only achieve what they are truly capable of. The next day, Amy met Jenny and suspiciously asked, "Do you live in a basement or something? Is your beauty natural?" Jenny confidently replied, "Of course, my beauty is natural." Later, when Hannah, as Jenny, visited her surgeon, he warned her, "Don't rely too much on your looks. If someone touches your body, they'll know it's not natural. It's cosmetic surgery. But still, believe in yourself and be cautious. Always try to live with honesty." He explained that fame often attracts negativity, especially when people discover cosmetic enhancements, and advised her to remain careful. Jenny continued to build her career and spent more time with Jun. One day, Jun played a recording of Hannah's original voice and praised her, saying, "She sang beautifully. No one could sing like her. Her songs touched everyone's hearts." Hearing this, Jenny felt conflicted and replied, "Even if people loved her voice, they didn't like her. They mocked her and treated her poorly." Jenny decided it was time to reveal the truth to Jun. She called her friend Milton and said, "I want to tell Jun everything now. I think he will accept me." But Milton warned her, "I've told you before, there are 3 types of women: beautiful, average, and ugly. Right now, you don't fit into any of these categories because you've had plastic surgery. If Jun finds out, I don't think he'll want to be in a relationship with you. Natural beauty matters to people like him." Hannah began to wonder, what was Jun's opinion on cosmetic surgery, and would he still accept her once he knew the truth? To uncover Jun's true feelings about plastic surgery, Hannah, as Jenny, visited his home under the guise of a casual dinner. During the visit, the conversation turned to plastic surgery. At one point, Hannah's dog appeared, running straight to her. Unknown to Hannah, Jun had found and kept the dog after she had released it. Seeing the dog's familiarity with Jenny, Jun was astonished and began to grow suspicious. In the conversation, Jun expressed his views on plastic surgery, saying, "I have no problem if someone undergoes plastic surgery, but as a girlfriend or wife, I prefer natural beauty." Hearing this, Jenny became visibly melancholic. Meanwhile, Amy was seen practicing her singing. Hannah mocked her, saying, "People should only pursue what they are truly capable of." She added, "This is something my father always says." The mention of this line deepened Amy's suspicions about Jenny's true identity. Jenny's first song was released, becoming a massive hit, and a grand party was organized to celebrate her rise from nothing to stardom. At the party, Amy brought Hannah's father. When Hannah's father called out to her as Jenny, she ignored him in front of everyone. This led Jun to push her father away, causing Hannah's best friend, Min, to become furious. Min confronted Hannah, saying, "You've humiliated your father in front of everyone for fame and to win over one person. I feel ashamed to call you my friend." After the party, Jun directly told Jenny, "I know who you are." At this point, Hannah confessed everything, saying, "I did all this just to earn your love." But Jun responded coldly, "No matter what you do, it doesn't matter to me." This rejection deeply hurt Hannah, making her realize the extent of her foolishness. She had gone to great lengths, even at the cost of her father and friends, for someone who didn't truly value her. Filled with self-loathing, she left in tears. Amy, on the other hand, approached the music company, threatening to expose Jenny's previous identity if they didn't terminate her contracts. While most agreed to her demands, Jun refused and instead proposed one final concert for Hannah. He told her, "This time, perform not for me, not for the audience, not for your father, but for yourself." This moment hinted that Jun had a plan in mind. At the concert, Hannah began crying on stage instead of singing. She confessed to the audience, "I am not beautiful, nor slim. I was once an overweight, unattractive girl who always sang from backstage while someone else lip-synced on stage. The voice you've always heard was mine, but I was kept in the shadows because of my appearance. To change my life, I underwent full-body plastic surgery and hid myself for a year. I even distanced myself from my father and my best friend, all to impress one person. From then on, Hannah abandoned her stage name, Jenny, and began releasing music under her real name, Hannah. She became a highly successful artist and continued working with the music company. However, she and Jun did not enter into a relationship. The film subtly suggested that their paths might cross romantically in the future, but it wasn't explicitly shown. In a post-credits scene, another person was seen visiting Hannah's plastic surgeon. This time, it was none other than her friend Mimi, bringing the movie to a humorous and thought-provoking conclusion. The movie ends with a reminder about the significance of self-acceptance and the power of being true to oneself. Stay happy, stay healthy.